All right, let's talk about the Niners' defensive game plan for the Jaguars. Nick Bosa laid it out today. I thought it was interesting. First of all, this was the tipping point, the tip-off. Kyle Shanahan was asked to talk about Trevor Lawrence, called him talented. That is not what Kyle Shanahan uses to talk about quarterbacks he likes. He said he's talented and big and he can make all the throws. That's a quarterback he doesn't respect. That's code for saying he's got all the traits, but he doesn't play the position to a T like, say, I don't know, Kirk Cousins. Jesse, where'd you go? Jesse, where'd you go? Oh, David's gone. I'll just sit here for a second until Jesse comes back. I don't know. What are we talking about? Oh, yeah, Trevor Lawrence. And why Kyle Shanahan doesn't respect Trevor Lawrence. Man, do you guys think Jesse's coming back? Yes or no? My inclination is that Jesse's coming back. But I don't know that for sure because he's never done this before. So I'm thinking 20 seconds over under Jesse comes back. I think he'll be back in under 20 seconds. I have so many good points I want to make right now. And I don't want to do, here he is. I knew it was going to be under 20 seconds. I called it. I win. That's Prize Picks.
It just
we need over under.
Wrong, and
it just happened.
Oh, that was weird.
All right, let's go back to what I was saying. Okay, so I don't think the Niners respect Trevor Lawrence is what I'm gathering here. Mm-hmm. Kyle Shanahan says he's very talented. He can make all the throws. He's big. I was like, man, that's not how you talk about quarterbacks you respect. Quarterbacks you respect, you say, the ball's out on time. They do everything right. They're automatic. He talks like the processing and the timing and the rhythm. That's how he talks about quarterbacks. He likes like Kirk Cousins. So he says that little thing and my ears perk up like, oh, you don't respect Trevor Lawrence. And then Nick Bosa will come out and just say the part you're not supposed to say. And someone says, so how do you stop Trevor Lawrence? He was like, oh, you make him play quarterback. You take away the run game, take away the screens, take away the RPOs, and make him actually play quarterback. Make him go through his reads. So I guess the Niners don't think Trevor Lawrence can actually play quarterback. I think they make it easy for him, that he's gifted, that he's talented. But what he's doing over in Jacksonville is not actual quarterback play like, I don't know, Brock Purdy or something, or whatever the Niners do. So maybe they're right. But I think it's interesting. So if that's their philosophy, okay, stop the run. Jaguars don't have the greatest run game, but take away the short passing game, the quick passing game. You haven't done that again? Again? Damn, Jesse, what's up? I had so many good points. Oh, he's gone. So what I was going to say is you don't have the defense to really take, quick passing games have been destroying you all season. All season. So are you really going to how are you going to take away their quick passing game? Oh, you're not going to play soft zone coverage anymore? Is that what we're learning? Is that what the adjustment is? Is it? It's StreamYard. He's restarting. All good. I told him it's all good. He's restarting. So look, what I'm thinking is the Niners are actually going to make a good defensive adjustment. And that defensive adjustment is playing like tighter coverage. I get the feeling that's what they're going to do. I don't think they respect the Jaguars' weapons. I don't think they respect their Jaguars quarterback or their offensive line. I think we're going to see a good defensive game plan with tight coverage, as it should be. And if the Niners can stop a pretty weak run game, they just might win. So that's encouraging. If they play that soft zone against Trevor Lawrence, they're going to lose. But if they really are serious about what Nick Bosa said, taking away the screens and the RPOs and the quick, short stuff, then they just might win. So I think that's reason to be optimistic because the Niners the last few weeks haven't even had the right game plan. They haven't even had the right idea of how to stop some of these teams. And now I feel like just based on what Nick Bosa said, it sounds like they have the right idea. Take away the short stuff. Jesse Naylor?
StreamYard doesn't want me to be great tonight, I guess.
It's all right. Did you hear any of that? No. All I'm saying is that
I heard most of it.
It sounds like the Niners are intent on taking away the quick passing game, which they haven't been intent on taking away all year. And I think that's really their only chance of winning this game. So it sounds like they have the right game plan, which is encouraging.
It is the right game plan. And the right game plan is to make them one-dimensional. I don't care how good the quarterback is. I mean, well, let me refrain from saying that. If the quarterback's great, you want to take them away. in this case, they have a very good running game, or a very good running back, I should say, who's used much like CMC. He definitely can get loose a little bit in the running game, but he's also a very safe blanket for the quarterback as well. Trevor Lawrence is good, but if I'm choosing which one they're taking away, it's to neutralize Etienne and make everybody else around him beat them. So I think it's the right game plan. I don't know that it will work, especially if, I don't know how the Jags are looking at this, but if this is bulletin board material, you got to imagine that Trevor Lawrence is hearing it. It's like, all right, you want me to beat you? I got you. Like, I can do those things. And I will say this, in talking to content creators in the Jacksonville Jaguars side of things, their offensive line is the healthiest it's been all year, but they did have some injuries. And so because of that, they utilized the short passing game a ton for like the last 3 weeks. So this is something that they have built into their offense that they can break out at any point.
Yeah, and it just encourages me for Nick Bosa to say, take away the quick passing game, take away the screens and the RPOs. All right, well, you can't do that playing 9 yards off the line of scrimmage with your corners.
No.
So if that's the plan, it sounds like they're saying they're going to play much tighter coverage on the outside, much less cushion on the outside. All right, well, if that's the case, then, I'm still picking Jacksonville because I don't trust this Niners offense without Trent Williams, but this defense might actually play pretty well in this game. It seems like, I don't know if they have the personnel to pull it off because Travarius Ward, you put him close to a wide receiver, he's grabbing him. Maybe that's why they played 9 yards off the ball. It's like, Travarius, would you leave your hands to yourself? Stop grabbing that guy, because that's all he does anymore. But I don't know. Let's see if Travarius Ward can pull it off. He used to be able to do stuff like this.
I think that's the other part, though, too, is Oliver's also going to have to do something. All that sounds great, but Oliver's still on the field. And Etienne, I'll give you an example. We saw how comfortable Jimmy Garoppolo was immediately when CMC was here. All the happy feet stuff that he had done, jittery G, all that was gone because he knew that immediately he could just dump it off to CMC. He had that safety blanket. Well, Etienne is exactly that for Trevor Lawrence. So even if the pass rush comes, you think he's afraid of it? No, he can just dump it off to Etienne and let him get busy. So And the 49ers are missing a ton of tackles. They need to make sure that they tackle well in this game, and they need to make sure that Oliver is not getting obliterated, because those two things can ruin a game plan real quick.
Also, one thing to keep in mind about the Jaguars, their leading receiver, their tight end, Evan Ingram, 51 catches, no touchdowns, but he does have the most targets, so that'll be interesting.